TX is working for now. All right, looks like we've got audio. We go to here. Looks like we're good. Okay, how are we doing, everybody? I am frustrated as always. I'm trying to work on these things. I'll wait for a couple people to come around, and I'll show you guys what I've been working on. What the dealio is. I'm super happy if I get this to work. We shall see, though. We shall see. Ryan, hey, Brandon, what's up? Getting no luck on it. All right. So what's been going on is I'm working on a logo for what I'm calling Bumblebee, the BLV MGN cube, and figured the black and yellow, yeah, Bumblebee works. So I found an image online we showed you guys last time when I was working, and I 3D printed it, and here is the logo. This is about 270 end to end, I guess, something like that. I printed it catty corner on the Prusa Mark 3S, and it takes up, I'd like it a little bit bigger, but it's the largest printer I had at the moment that was available to print it. So I think that turned pretty well. This is just a very simple print black on the bottom and then raise up the inner sketch. So this is a raised print, as you can see there, just two colors. In Prusa Slicer, a simple filament swap, and we're off to the races. So I'm very excited. It looks great. I am debating on doing a palette version of this where this is 2 millimeters and 2 millimeters, so 4 millimeters thick. I'm debating on doing it where the black is 4 millimeters thick and the yellow is 2 millimeters thick down in there, and then this all be one solid piece. But I do think that this way kind of gives a little more of that 3D effect to it. That's why I do like printing raised things. If this was like on its side like this, definitely would print it in, but I don't know. It looks really good having the raised surface on there. And this is all with PETG, Ziltech black PETG, and with that's the same I use on this printer. And the yellow is the same Amazon Basics PETG that I use on this printer as well. So the colors are an exact match. Probably going to print one more of these so I can have one on each side. But what I want to do is what I've been struggling with for the past 2 days, I guess, and it has been giving me like insane amounts of gray hair, is I'm trying to get the logo onto the duet screen, and it's not working at all. And it is just honestly bugging me. Well, see, there it is. That worked. But it looks like crap. So let me pull you guys a little closer here so you can see what happens. But this way actually did work. This is the final way. I was on the duet forum trying to figure this out. Let's go DSLR here. All right, come on. Do like that. There we go. So I'm actually on the laptop because the program won't run on my desktop here. So if we go ahead and we can reboot the screen, you can see there's the logo. But it is very, very poor quality right now. So I need to kind of change that up a little bit. Change you guys here. So this is on my laptop because, again, sorry, it's just not running on the desktop here. But it's got all these, these like divots in it. See that? I mean, and the image is solid black. At least I thought it was. So I do want to pull up the... So there's all these options on here. Oh, that's interesting. Clustered dot. I'm just trying to get rid of all those dots in the image. Fan dithering. I don't know what this dithering means. Sierra. Apparently, so this makes the image really, really big too. So kind of have to be careful with what you select in here. But I might go ahead and try the, since this did work, let me grab the yellow version from the desktop here. Ryan, I did get it to save as well. Here it is. Copy this to here. Let's see if we can load this other image here. So Bumblebee logo. And we're going to change this to no dithering. And then I want to flash. Oh, I got to do the reset deal. So this is the one kind of difficult part about doing this is, okay, to endure this, we need to hold the flash button in here. So 1, 2, 3. That should turn off. This he says, and it says COM port 5, and then flash me, raises the flash, and then it starts uploading everything. This is, I was trying to do this via command line before, but this program kind of does it for me. And yeah, it's definitely been more helpful. And then now I need to reset the screen. It still has the old image there, it looks like. Like it didn't take. That is a BMP that I used. Let's try flashing this one more time. See if it does it. Viking here, what's up, man? The other thing I might try is with this new one, new Bumblebee JPEG. That should have taken. Let's refresh it. Nope, still the old one there. It's not taking the new one. Not doing it there. I wonder if it's too big and it's not able to do it. I don't know. But I kind of want to open up the this firmware, this one here that I have, and don't do that. Just do. Hey there. Oh, try restarting the program. I guess I could try that. Didn't think about that. Load image. Bumblebee logo. Local files. Browse. This firmware. Let's reset this. Save it first. Save this to new LCD firmware. Okay, let's see if this works now. Viking, relaxing on the couch. That seems nice. Okay, reset. Yeah, see, it's blue. See, this is the problem that I'm having, and I can't figure out why it's doing it. It does the same thing with that one too. Why is the image showing up blue? I don't get it. It's yellow. I've made it as yellow can be, but for some reason, when it's converting it to the binary form, or however it's converting it, it's making yellow blue. If someone could explain to me why it's doing that, I would be most appreciative, because I can't figure it out for the life of me. Hey, vey. That makes me wonder though, if I take this other one. Well, that's a JPEG. Maybe that's why that's not working. Movie.jpg. Let's save this one out. Open with Paint. File. I want to make sure this is black. Which is file. Save as. Make for BMP. New Bumblebee logo without BMP. Okay, refresh that. Copy this over to here. I'm going to close this. Reopen it. Oh, it says we can use JPEG. Well, I'm going to try with the BMP just to see if that's any better. Nope, it still doesn't like this image. So I'm going to have to figure out how to clean this image up or something, because it's not working out okay. So let's open this up in GIMP. And I went here. Czech Republic, hello, Alice. So we're gonna do fill. Let's fill this black. Choose a cleaner image. Not. Save that. Is that this one here? That one. That one. Oh, it's one of the downloads. So let's go there. Let's copy it up to here. Replace. Try again. Oh, it's still open or something. Just. Oh, I have it open over here, maybe. Try again. Come on. There we go. So we're going to run this again here. Load image. Oh, now it's just black. I'm kind of curious if this works this way. Browse that one. Browse that one. Let's reset this. It's on to flash. See what happens. I believe GIMP does, but maybe it doesn't, just given off of what it just did here. So I'm going to just do that again real quick and see what happens here. I didn't even take that one, even though I restarted the program. All right, let's try that again. So let's open recent, this one here. JPEG. This up with Paint. File, save as 24 meg BMP. Yep. This. Put both of those into the Duet folder here. Paste. Okay. Replace that stuff. Golly, come on. Using two computers is just a big pain in the butt. Big pain. Okay, so now let's run this again. Load an image. Oh, the opposite of everything. It's opposite now, which doesn't make any sense. Why is it opposite? Let's see what happens this one. Oh man, this is just brutal trying to figure out. Nope. Still, I don't know why it has those specs in the image. I really don't understand it. I don't understand why it has that. Doesn't make any sense. It's probably the image that I'm using, Ryan. I mean, if I was a betting man, it's the image that I'm using. Because I started it with the SVG. No, I had this here. So this is the one kind of started out with here. This is the original. So if I open this with Paint, and this is 1200 by 665. So I have to open it with GIMP anyways. So open with GIMP. And we're going to do image, scale image, 800 by 400. Okay, we're going to scale it down. Then we're going to file. And then we're going to export it as a JPEG. That's fine. The Bumblebee movie, we'll just call it .jpeg. Export. 800 by 480. Maybe that's why it's being goofy. Let's go up here. Should have, okay, this. So we're going to open this in Paint. File, save as. 24-bit map, save that. So it's right there. So we're going to copy both of those, and we'll put them over here in Duet. Paste. Okay. So now, close this, reopen it, load image. Funky. I mean, that's interesting. Show you guys this in a second here. I don't know if I go to need the firmware. We're going to save it as this one. Let's reboot this. Flash. See what happens here. I've documented so many different things for this over the past 2 days. It's insane. I have so much data on here. I had to delete all this junk because there's so many versions I tried with the monitor to get it to work. I mean, that doesn't look half bad. All right, let me show you guys this real quick. So what do you think? Does it look that bad? It's not color like I wanted. Whoa. What do you think of that? That look all right? It's definitely not what I wanted. I mean, 1000% is not what I wanted. But it might be what I'm going to get because I want it to be color, but I don't know how to make it color. If I open this bitmap up in Paint, use the bucket tool. The problem is what it's doing is it's not all the same deal here. See, when I go to fill it in, it's doing individual pixels in Paint. But if I open this up in here, should be able to just give it some yellow here. And it does most of it. Hey, Jim. You know, it's still not quite what I want. Jim at the Photoshop Fund. GIMP. Spec 3D, what's up? If I overwrite that and we refresh this, then I open this up, and if I copy this, because it can do JPEGs, it said, right? Put it over to Duet. Bumblebee logo. Let's go back here. Restart this. Load image. That one. I mean, it looks fine here on the screen. I don't need a replacement for the LCD. I want the LCD to work the way it's supposed to. But I'm thinking maybe it's a problem with the color depth on the screens, which is not great. These are not great LCD panels. The Duet panels are not awesome at all. Nope, looks like junk. Go back. Back to this one. I think I'm just going to go with this one and call it a night for that, because there's other stuff I want to work on here. Upstairs real quick. Let that flash. I'll be right back. 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. This might be the one I end up going with. Nope, it didn't take. Again. See what happens. Hey, Dan. And hello, Llama. I don't know if I just said hello, Llama, but we'll see. Reset. Okay, we're going to leave it that for now, because that's best I'm going to get right now. Okay. So I'm going to put this panel back in, and then we can get to whatever ends up being next. We'll see here. You sent one, Ryan? I'm just going to let it, I'm going to let it be for now, I think. I've wasted so much time on this, trying to get it to work right. Get this back on here. We'll listen first. These in front here, like that. Here goes in. Like that. We're connected. Let's turn it on. We're connected, just as we should be there. Connected to the Wi-Fi, okay. So if we hit home, everything homes properly. There we go. Now we're homed. So I'm trying to figure out some things with this. I went ahead and lowered down the accelerations, going off what Steven said. I'm not getting anywhere near the quality that I would be happy with the settings that Steven gave me. So I wanted to, that's not it. Where's it at? There it is. So here is the printer. Settings, system editor, config. I went ahead and lowered all the accelerations down to lower than what they were. 10,000. I'm going to lower these down to 7,000 because which is way too fast before. Well, these guys down to 4,000. Extruder's fine. And we're going to save that and reboot. And there we go. We're back to on. The M203 was wrong? What do you mean M203 was wrong? Oh, thank you. 7,000. There we go. Thanks for catching that. I'd have found out real quick when I started to print. It was like, woo, it's not right. Hey, Derek. Home everything here. So I think we're going to go ahead and do a Volron cube on this thing and see how it goes. It's the new Alexi, this has been updated. I'm running versions 2 point something now. I can go a bit newer if I wanted to, but so I am running 2.01 for the firmware and the Wi-Fi server 1.21 and the web interface 1.22.3. So I think 2.0.4 is the newest of the version 2s, but everyone said don't go with version 3 because it's a lot different. So yeah, when I had talked to Steven, he said definitely don't go to version 3 because everything changes in 3 as well. Even the G codes and everything like that completely changes in version 3. So I'm going to keep with this one for now, as it is old, but it is still a decent version. Yeah, everyone was saying the 3 is a pain. Hey, Chris, how you doing? E-steps and volumetric are fine, Jim, as far as I could tell. I'm not seeing any over extrusions or anything like that. The problem is the cooling and how fast I'm printing. And I'm going way too fast on, I think for jerk is also way too fast because I'm seeing issues on some of the curves and whatnot and parts of the, where are we at here? Here. So yeah, I think the jerk is going to have to come down because it's definitely too fast. Yes, this is PLA, Jim. So we're going to go ahead and load in the Volron test cube. Oh, what's going on? Grids, Spain, 3D printing, 3D print files, test stuff, Volron design cube. There it is. So we're going to change this to the BLV. Center that up. And let's see here. So make sure this is set to rep wrap. So someone asked that. This firmware is set to rep wrap. Doing 0.3 millimeters, layer height, top there. I do want to avoid crossing perimeters. Infill is fine. We're just going to go with grid. Save that. Yeah, Llama, I just showed that. So let's see how this one looks. The cooling is fine. I'm not switching to PETG. Cooling is fine because I had good prints with the SKR. There's no other rep wrap. What are you talking about? There's only rep wrap Sprinter. What are you talking about, Llama? This is 2.2. 2.3 just came out. The new version is new. Okay. Well, the new version literally came out, what, yesterday? So, sorry. Take this real quick then. Waiting for it. Well, right now, Dan, doesn't work that great. So, something different is better. We can open this up. Woo, look at that. Configuration update. So, print settings. Printers. A new physical printer profile has been created. Clicking the cog at the right icon of the printer profiles. This is I'll call it Bumblebee. Why not? Do that. 1.6.1.42. Test. Yep. Okay. That's weird. Loyal's here. What's up, brother? Now here, rep wrap firmware. We can save this under new BLV, right? Yep. Okay, that's fine. Everything else should stay the same, right? Or do I need to go through this and check everything again? Keep fan always on. Oh, that's PETG. So PLA, discard. load in the object then. Go in design cube, slice it, and send it to the printer. Starting. Pick a firmware. Let me see what you said, Llama. Where'd you put it at? I'm on the new one, so let's see what happens. I'll let this just go for a minute. So it's heating up. It's going to take a second. But again, I got the nice RGBs going. So you can see green is our print activity. And this heats up red up until it gets to the right spot for a 6-degree bed. And then this is going to go more than halfway, I guess, for the, what's it called? For the hot end is right here. While this is going, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to start another B for the other side. So I'm going to switch out some filaments over here. Preheat, PET. And I printed the, what's called, the logo is printed on the Mark 3S. Again, because that's a large printer that I had ready to go to do work. So that's why it got the job. What did I do with the black PETG? There it is. I did lose the end on this one, so I need to find it. There it is. Don't ever drop the end of your spool and let go of the end of the filament, because you will cause yourself a world of problems. That was my #1 rule. I never let it go, but I did. It sucked, but now it's fixed. Do unload filament. Let that heat up. That's on the snow. Moses, you still sitting under like 8 feet of snow up there? Super chat, don't do that. Do Streamlabs tips. Trying to convert Moses to Streamlabs tips, or buy me a coffee or something for people instead of super chat. YouTube's cut is brutal. To load filament. Let that load. Oh, you did, Moses. Thank you, buddy. Moses put 25 for Streamlabs in there 28 minutes ago. Sorry, I just now saw that. Yeah, it's been here for 28 minutes now. Thanks, bud. Correct color. Now I need to go into, where are we at for that? Canvas. Don't ignore you. I just don't read everything. There's a lot going on. Ryan, I ignore. But, you know, he deserves it half the time. It starts the right one. Yep, it did. Sweet. See. Oh, it's got a booger on it. Let me get it real quick. Ah. Ouch. Okay. That printer's going now. Oh. This is okay. So the bed is now heated up. Again, it's hard to see because the bright lights, but we're heating up the hot end now. And then we'll start the G32 sequencing. Go from there and see how the rest goes. I might want to do a little bit of cable management while this thing is working, because I need to get this Z motor over here finished. And what came in the mail today is the replacement SKR 1.3 that I thought I blew up in this machine originally. But the replacement's here, so now I have two. It's a little bit of ABS. I'm not going to save this. Not worth the weight of the spool. Got two more crows to print for the old man. Now he's getting paint crows. Steps. Lower this down a little bit. Need the screen dark mode. Holy shit, Kelly. I just said thanks, dude. Holy crap. I appreciate it. What the thing? Streamlabs doesn't make any noises, but I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm gonna change that right now. We need to get a notification here so that I know alert box, add the source, add source. We're gonna put that right there. All right. Now we have an alert box when it happens. So thank you. Yeah, I know. I see that, Ryan. Dark theme 1 or dark theme 2. I think we're gonna go with dark theme 2. I don't even know you, but thank you. That's awesome. Hey, Dimple, how you doing? Much gooder. Spoken like a Pittsburgher. All right, where is my spool holder? That is the question now. Where is the spool holder at? It's not there. It's not here. It's not there. It's not there. Oh, there it is. Only problem with where I have the FT5 is I need to use an external spool holder because otherwise I will jack my leg up. This crow started over here. Got to put some glue stick down as well. There's the glue stick. Here it is. We can start the crow. Show you guys up close how this is doing now. So I'll go there, turn some lights on. That's as close as I can get right there on that. Well, Kelly, this is the MKS Duet Wi-Fi clone. So this is not a normal one. So I don't know why. It's a cooling problem with the Duet, Jim, if it's anything. But anyways, Kelly, again, thank you for watching. And yeah, so the fan speed is at 100%. It can't get any higher. And this is exactly the setup I was using before. And I was getting perfectly fine prints with the other board. So I don't really understand why it's being different. No, it's 24 volt fan. I mean, it's moving. I mean, I can feel the air coming off of it. It's just a cooling problem in this front corner right here. That's where the cooling problem's at. But I didn't have this problem on the SKR. I'll try lowering temperature a little bit. No, it's the voltage coming out is I'm down to 195. No, it's 24 volts coming off the board because that's how I have it wired. Yeah, that's how it's set like that. There's the jumper. There's a jumper on there that he sets it to incoming voltage or to 5 volts. It is. So it's this guy right here. So the jumper is for 5 volts in or that. The V fan jumper. It's either the V in or 5 volts. So it should be on the V in. It is Volcano. Yeah, it's set to VN, not 5 volts. So the voltage coming in of 24 volts is what's going to the fan. That's what it's set to. I mean, the fan is quite audible. I mean, the fan is the loudest part of this whole printer. But I think also this also has to do with some of the retractions being a little bit weird in there. Well, see for me, Jim, the Artillery S1 has a volcano on it, and I run that at 220 with PLA at 100 millimeters a second, and it works just fine. I have zero cooling issues with that printer. But also, I think its cooling fan setup might be a little bit better than what this one is. So I am looking at one that puts two 2015s right here for cooling on PLA prints. I mean, granted, I am printing more these days with PETG than PLA, but I don't like having printers for single use. I think that's pretty useless to have one printer that only does one material well. But the dual fans changes a lot of the carriage, so I haven't gone that route yet. Don't know when I will, but haven't gone that route yet. Derek with the $10 on Streamlabs, thank you. And then Jim with $10, thank you. None of the notifications showed up because I wasn't on that screen, but thank you guys. I have no idea what that is, Llama. I know nearly nothing about Duet. Turn that off right now because I need to re-insulate these cables down here because they are shorting a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could try some PGG after this. I got some sitting around here somewhere. I have lots of it sitting around, I should say. Yeah, this print down here needs some help, so I'll be 1 second while I stop and restart this Crow. Because it's not working. Need a pair of snips. We'll get that started there. I think I need to put a little bit more glue down on this guy. I hate printing ABS. I know Aaron loves it, but ABS drives me crazy. Check back on that in a second. That bed heat back up. Moses is going to start next 5 minutes match all StreamYard donations. Man, Kelly, drop another 100. Moses, that's very, very nice of you, brother. Hey, Steven, it's going. It's going. Not terrible. It's going though. So we gotta make sure this first layer goes down on the FT5 real quick. This ABS still might be kind of garbage, so I have other I could use if this stuff isn't going to work out so well. It's very, very old ABS. $50 from Kelly. $10 from Dan. Thank you, thank you. Jim dropped another 5. You need abs, don't you, Viking? Bidding wars. Steven with $20. $100 hairs. Water cooling triple axis, Alexi, thank you. Oh yeah, because you're putting vol run parts. Yeah, you need ABS for that. And you also need those push in the metal inserts, don't you? The thread inserts for that. I have those, yeah. I don't have I have some big ones, and I have to have some. I have some pop rivet ones for was it 1032s? When I was building custom PC cases, I was using those. Or I think they were 1040s. The other thing I'd like to do is I do have a I have a filament runout sensor that I'd like to get installed on this. I do need to figure out how I want to do that though. So total up, so let's see. 55, 65, 85, 105 was donated. 110 if you count your first $5. If you count your second $5, that's 115. I'll read out their names. So we had you with $5, BitDropper with $5, Kelly with $50, Dan with $10, the Lightspeeds with $20, Alexi with $20, and then you again with $5. Moses with the 115 to match. Thank you, brother. You're awesome, man. Look at that. We're at up to 370 for the new camera because I really want to replace this thing. There's nothing fake going on here, man. I just think you guys that hang out, we're 38 people now, man. Like, this is great. I love when people come and hang out for a while. While I literally fumble my way through 3D printing. I am, because I mean, like, you guys donating, like, make me do stuff. Like, this was because of people doing Patreon and donating. Like, I don't get to do this stuff. I try to keep YouTube and personal separate. And the fact that you guys are willing to give me a couple bucks to like do goofy projects like this, I'm all for it, man. It's awesome. How loud's the printer? It's not that loud. The 5015 fan, the part cooling fan, is audible. The rest of it sounds like TMC 2100 drivers. They're not as quiet as TMC 2208s or 2209s, but definitely quieter than 4988s or the 8850s, or what is it, 8855s, whatever those ones were, the DRVs. It's pretty quiet, to be honest. It'll be a lot more quiet once I get this other side panel on and I get the acoustic insulation in. That'll definitely be helpful. Somebody just do $130. Dude! Dude! You're the man! Moses is going to ask me a favor, one favor I might not like. What kind of camera? I don't even know. I was looking at the GH5 because that one has the mic. So the main things I need out of a decent camera is the mic input and the clean HDMI out, because I want to be able to use it for not only streaming but for B-roll camera. This thing sucks at B-roll camera. One of the recent videos I did, if you guys saw it, this thing was horrible. It's great for streaming, but it's horrible for B-roll. And I don't want a camera for one use. I want it to be able to use it for everything. My main DSLR I bought for photos, which the wife uses, but I use it for recording. And it's fine, but it's a full frame. It does not give me clean HDMI out, so I can't use it for streaming. Otherwise, I would. But streaming has been so much fun. So we just have to kind of see what I end up getting there. So right now, Viking, this is the Logitech 920 HD. The print finished. Let that cool down for a minute. And then this is a secondhand Sony A6000 that I got on eBay, because I mean I heard good things about it, and it was only $230 or maybe $300, and all the others was like $500. I didn't want to buy a $500 camera at the time. I wanted something that I could cheaply afford, and I sold my other Canon DSLR to someone here. They were getting into photography and they wanted a DSLR. I didn't want to order one, so we sold them mine for what I bought it for, and then I bought this little guy. But I'm not happy with it at all. And then for when I do my recording, my videos, that's on a Canon 6D with a Sigma 35mm 1.2, I think it is, which works really well for videography and creating the videos, but I can't use it for any live streaming. I don't know, Dimple, if I want to get another little point and shoot. I like having the DSLRs. I wish if I could get another decent crop Canon that would have clean HDMI out and audio in, I would do that, because I still have all of my non-full frame lenses that I would like to use. All right, let's take a look at this. Let me pull this up here. Go to here. We need to pull up our lighting. All right, so here was the front of the cube, if it'll ever focus. Come on, there we go. So you can see here we had the issues with cooling on this corner here. And you know, it's not doing too great. You're definitely getting some variation here. This is at 195, all of this. I went back up to 200 at the top, but this right here is at 195. So I'm definitely getting some weird. This side just looks horrible. This just looks really bad. It's just. Yeah, I'm just really not happy with the quality coming off of this Duet. Like, do a search in firmware for M572. .572. Yeah, there. So pressure advance. It's disabled, Llama. Whoops. Go back in there. Where are we at here? So here's the, where is it? Where did it go? Pressure advance. It's disabled. So, what does that mean? How do you tune it? Well, what should I like? What should it be? That's the. I mean, obviously this needs to the S parameter for extruder pressure advance amount in seconds. With Bowden extruders, an S value between 0.1 and 0.2 usually gives best perm qualities. Well, this isn't a Bowden. This is a direct drive. It's linear advanced. Okay. I'll check it again, Alexi. Hang on a second. Let me get out of this. Let me reset the heater to 200. Let's move Z down a bit. Then let me get out my ruler. Marker here. I thought I saw my ruler sitting somewhere. There it is. Let's see. So the heater is heating up. Give it a second there. So extrude 100. Steven, is that what you use? The 0.07? It is short a little bit. We are 6 millimeters short. So where's that calibration at? No, where's that website at? Where'd the calculator go? So the current value is 5.18. Measured filament is 100. Can't change some of this. That's not right. That's not right. It used to have a calculator for it. Acceleration. Which one is it here? I'm not seeing it here. The Prusa calc, it's not in here. It's something for stepper motors, filament, step familiar for lead screw, Z height, acceleration. There's nothing here about not just doing a little bit of tuning here. This is what I wanted right here. So this one has E-steps calculator. This is the one I want. So extruded, it extruded 94 millimeters, and my steps are this. So it should be 431. This is what it's saying here. 431. Seems a bit high. This back to 200. Oh, hooked you up, Viking? That's awesome, man. We need to get Viking's big printer going, man. Again? Well, Aaron, like, people donated to me, like, what? A couple $100 tonight. We're at $500. We're at $30 tonight. So $470 tonight got donated. All right. That puts the E-step straight on there. So if we want to go in here, if we want to do extrusion multiplier, let's just add in the shape, a box, make it 40 mil. And then we do vase mode. Yep. Slice it. Vase box. Viewers. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's kind of a crazy night so far. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we crushed the Prusa Mini, fund the Prusa Mini in one night. Easily here, man. Well, use that 250 bones and buy some plywood and some 2x4s and build yourself a big old surface there, man. Yeah, Brandon, it's already funded, man. Right there. 500 bones. We were at $30 when we started the stream tonight. We're now at 500. They were asking earlier, Aaron. I was looking at I think it was the GH4 or GH5, because it has clean HDMI output, and it has a mic in, and I believe it's 4K. Not like I need 4K, but in the future, if I ever replace my Canon DSLR, that could do 4K. See all the grays. It's getting there, man. This logo definitely took it off me. But Aaron, I don't know if you saw the logo on Discord, but there's the logo printed out. I have another one coming out now. I'm going to put one on each side of the panels here. Oh, wait, here's this. Let's see how this turns out. I was a little far away from the bed there. It's just crazy that the BLV is quieter than the Prusa Mark 3S, which is the one thing that honestly blows my mind, is that how can this thing be quieter than the Mark 3S? The Mark 3S is definitely my best printing printer, but it is by no means quiet at all. It's insane how loud they are. There's 42 people now. Look at that. Was blowing up all the PayPal things, guys, for the Streamlabs. Thank you, everybody. Look at all that. Well, the Bear is my Bear is an SKR 1.3, and it is much more quiet than the Mark 3S. Now, Llama, it's the motors on the Mark 3S. Yeah, the bearings are loud, but when you actually hold your hand on the X, you can hear the vibrations coming from that alone. It is very, very loud. Yeah, I did, Aaron. That was pretty cool. I just saw that not right before I went on live. That's awesome. The I think it's cool. Like this interface is really cool. I like it a lot. That you can do so much in here and it tells you all this information on what it's doing. So now it's doing the perimeters at 31.4 millimeters a second. Live what's happening. Alexi, you and Ryan need to stop talking to each other because you both are on the Clipper bandwagon here. It even tells you how many steps you've gone through for your extruder drive. Oh yeah, here, I know. But yeah, I mean, you can change everything in here. It tells you your layer times. I thought this was really cool to see because obviously, like my first layers are slow, but then all of these are uh, 5 seconds per layer. Yeah, this is not. I don't think I'll have a camera on this. You can add a camera to this though. I saw something about it. Um, but I'm not gonna do a. I'm not doing anything on here that needs a camera. If I want a time lapse, I'll just use the GoPro. But yeah, I like all here. It tells you the object height, size of the file, what your layer height is. Sliced by proof slicer, 2.3. I'm on 2.3 now. And new web panel, you can add camera stream. Yeah, I saw somewhere talk about it that you can add it in. I thought it was in the settings. There was something in here about a camera. Yeah, webcam integration for an external camera. I don't know how that works, but it says it right here, webcam integration. Because I don't know how you would connect the camera to the board, to be honest. Not like there's a USB port you can plug it into. So I don't really know how that works. RTSP stream. Oh, a network camera. You mean like if I bought a little Waze camera, I could use that with this? I really don't like Octoprint. Like, well, that's cool, Kelly, if it could do that. As long as it has an IP address. Oh, that is interesting. Because Waze cameras are like 25 bucks. At least I think they are, aren't they? Yeah, 25 bucks for that. This one, 360 indoor security camera, is 20 bucks. Yeah, just pick up one of these and slap it on there. And it just captures live feed, right? It doesn't actually, you can't do anything except live capture. You'd have to use, again, Octoprint, Octolapse for it to do any type of time lapse. Just live, okay. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and stop this print because we've got enough. Okay, so let's see if we can do maths here. So we're going to go into Prusa Slicer. Oh, look at this. There's all kinds of cool stuff, new stuff here on Prusa Slicer. How long the skirt takes, top solid infill, the perimeters. Wow. So Extrusion Multiplier is 1 right now. So, and my extrusion width should be 0.72. That's what it should be on this. Where's my calipers? So, seven two and 7.3, 7.3, 7.2, 7.2, 7.2, 7.2, 7.2. Yeah, it's spot on. I mean, when it's just doing this, it's great. I mean, so ignore the bottom layers because I forgot to do baby steps. But I mean, when it's just doing this, come on. Focus on my flipping hand. Just can't focus that close. But I mean, the walls look good. You gotta ignore all this because I was off the first layer. I forgot to do baby steps down. My God, freaking focus. But yeah, anyways, that looks really good in there. Yeah, so I think that's all right now. So what now then? What should we try next on here? Should we try some PETG? I'll probably start that print and then maybe call it for the day. Can I send this thing to, where is it here? Machine control. To do PETG, we need to get this plate off and flip it over so we can use the textured side for PETG. So let me we're still hot? Yeah. We're gonna turn that to 85. Put this to 220. And let's see. Pull that. Control. Oh. There we go. All right. Oh, PLA. All right. Oh, let's see. We got this. The orange soda from Ziltech. Can use some of this. No. It's a good thing the end of the filament is in the printer. It was slow enough, I knocked the whole spool right off the printer. Load it in there. Okay. What's up, Naim? Yeah, you've been around for a while. That's one way to do it. That was way too fast, though, but hey. I'm going to go ahead and do a PETG Volron cube now. So seam is aligned. 50% grid, that's fine. What is this infill anchor thing? What is that? The same on there too. Okay. Go PTG. It's down to 15. It's fine. Slice and dice. It even gives you layer numbers now here on Proof Slicer. That's pretty cool. It's the PTG Volron cube. We're off to the races. I've not used the PTG profile yet, I don't think, so. Oh, it is, isn't it? What's that? Good deal, Lexi. Good to finish this part, and then we can start it again. What do we have the temperature set for PETG in here? Filament. Probably gonna 225 there. Oh yeah, this needs to be 80. 80 for that. stop this now, cancel it. Now this orange soda PETG that I'm using here from Ziltech is what I printed the Prusa mini clone in from FISAC. Stuff here. I need to do some resin cleanup tonight as well, I think, after the stream. Go down and take care of that stuff. Yeah, Brandon, you do. You've been so quiet on printing stuff. You're like the village heckler now. So, Dan or Llama, I guess if you guys have both used it before, how did you guys add in a filament runout sensor? I'm very curious on what you did for that, or how you hooked it up. Because I see it here in the config, where it has filament sensor, but I don't know where to hook it up at. Connect to end stop 3. I can't do that because that's different. You never use one. Man, how do you never use one? You just live on the edge, don't you, man? Like, you're just like, I don't care if I lose filament. Right now, on end stop 0, well, no, I have that on probe, so I still could use E0, I guess. So right there. Yeah, I've heard good things. I saw you talk about that, Steven, too. But I have, again, I'm trying to avoid buying things if I can. But I had these Triangle Lab ones forever, like literally forever. I got these so long ago. Oh wow, I really need to fix that. Okay, that's just weird. Why is that so bad? Stop. I wonder if hang on a second. I need to look here because that layer there was very, very far away from the bed. Do I have something going on here with this filament? No extra G code for that. Pins. So far off there. Into the Z motor line, make sure everything here is okay. Go to here, and I'll change it to here so you guys can see. I guess it doesn't show here if I don't tell it to. This should be the last run, I think. One more time here. Yep, there it was. So 0.018 changes. And then is my thing still at settings, general? No. Screen property still 1.3 millimeters. Okay. I don't know why I was so far off for that. But let's go to G-code files, PG ballroom design. Start this again and see what happens, because that was way off. Baby steps is back to 0 for right now. Okay, great. I thought you already printed that, Brandon, the butterfly? I thought you already did that. It's interesting. The Prusa Mini clone doesn't have a temperature timeout on it. Does the standard Prusa Mini have a temperature timeout like the Mark 3S does? Oh, you don't have the right color. I get you. Yeah, little sisters. I don't know. I'm the youngest, so I know how daughters are, but I don't know how little sisters are. Hello, good night. You going to bed? Did you finish movie? Decepticon purple. Yeah, that's what you got to do it in. What? Oh. Kids are all going to bed now. I am. Good night. Love you. G from Greengate. Ah, okay. Yeah, why is this so far off? Yeah, it's like it's not baby stepping for this. I'm at negative 1.7. It's not getting any closer. Why isn't it getting any closer? I have to find battery sim, honey. Yeah, I was at negative 3 there. Not getting any closer at all to the bed. What the heck is wrong? It is 6 millimeters thick, or 8 millimeters thick, something like that. Yeah, it's 6 millimeters thick. Yeah, it is a custom aluminum bed with a 24-volt silicone heater under it. So it's not the fastest at heating up, but it does hold heat finally once it is heated up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why it's not leveling properly. I'm gonna run a G32. The probe didn't move. Nozzle back up. Maybe, Ryan. Maybe what we're gonna do is let's give it a reboot here. Just for the sake of sanity. I printed on this one earlier when I printed this benchy. This benchy was printed on that other sheet without issue. Sanity. I don't have much of that left. I can't stand a BL Touch, man, either. They're also less accurate. I mean, I can get up to 3 decimals with an inductive probe. We'll also have to see what happens, because if I end up switching to a dual 50-15 fan cooling, then I might have to change up how I end up doing the bed leveling. Kind of hoping the logo gets to the yellow part so I can switch that out tonight. Yeah, I just never had much luck with the BL Touch just because of how fickle it is to use and reset and everything. I have one here. Do I still, or do I not? Maybe I don't have one anymore. No, I do still have one. Yeah. Yeah, I still have an original one. I have an old one here. So this old one that I have has the one has the metal probe on it. Which I think that's also the reason why not to use it, is because these older ones are not as accurate as the newer ones, apparently, or something like that. I like inductive probes as well because there's no moving parts. Because anytime something's going to fail, it's something with a moving part. The less moving parts you have, the less things can fail. Yeah, but it is still way off. Put it all with this. Ugh. Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Cancel the print. We're not even. I went to negative like 4. It's still not moving at all. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's hotter now than it was before. It's not properly going because at 60 was fine. I literally just printed on this thing too. But this surface should not, it didn't change that much. I literally just printed on it. Not well because it was a little too high, but it still printed on it. Oh man. Yeah, maybe we'll have to switch to that or something. I don't know. But I will take a look. I'm probably going to call that for tonight though. I'm going to look into a dual fan. Let's make some notes here. So we want to do a dual 50-15 fan for the BLV. We'll look into BL Touch with that because again, with going to dual 50-15s, the way that this hot end is, the way that this is here. Why am I so crooked here? Zoom out. So by putting two 50-15 fans here and here, I have to move the sensor to the back of the carriage. So that definitely changes things up a little bit to do that. If I decide to go with that, which I'm going to keep having this problem, might have to. The other things to do is, what else did I need to print for this? I have that. That's all done. I'm waiting on the fans to come in. Oh, we need to do the runout sensor. Wiring. So today's Friday. Yeah, so let me see what I can do tonight. Maybe I'll find some files to print, get that started on. I have another roll of that yellow PETG somewhere. I need to pull it out. I actually think it's right there. But I can get that running on the Bear. I'll try to identify some parts and see what I can find out. But hey, this is a fantastic stream. We're just over 2 hours. That's pretty good, long enough. A lot of people came in. Thank you everyone that donated. I mean, I'm shocked again with hitting another goal about the Prusa Mini. Now I'm going to be able to buy a new camera so I can get rid of this thing. It is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. So I thank everybody for tuning in. I'm going to have to figure out a new goal. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm going to start a Volron fund or something like that. I don't know what to do. But you guys have been great. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys check out the links down below for the BLV project, or if you want to donate to me in any way, become a patron, use some affiliate links down below. Again, all the money I get, I pour right back into the channel. I hope I show that to everybody. I really do try to improve my content and things like that. So thank you everybody for tuning in and hanging out. See you guys tomorrow night for Saturday Night 3D Printing. Have a good night. Happy printing.